the opportunity to remind you that all mobile phones should be switched off. If the fire alarm sounds, please follow staff out of the doors you came from. This is an examined performance, so please be respectful of the performers. Enjoy the show.
Here I am.
Dionysus,
I am.
son of Zeus.
Born by a lightning bolt out of Semele.
You know this story.
The night Zeus split her open with fire. In order to come here, I changed my form.
Put on this suit of human presence.
I want to visit the springs of Turkey, the river Isthmus. Look there. I see the tomb of my mother, thunderstruck Semele, and her ruined house still smoking with the light flame of Zeus. I'm glad my grandfather Cadmus named this place sacred. I'm glad he keeps it clean. I myself planted all around with vines in the clear key of green.
You know this story so far.
Across Lydia, Phrygia, Bactria, Media, Arabia, and the whole coastline of Asia, to come here, to this Greek city, to make myself known.
My rituals.
My dances!
My religion.
My life for yourself!
I am something supernatural.
Not exactly gods, ghosts, spirits.
Angel, principle, element.
There is no term for it in English. In Greek they say
Daemon.
Can we just use that? So, I said all of Asia dancing, and then I came here. I came to 3D Thebes. Don't doubt I will. Here's what you'll need. Fawn skin, thyrsos, absolute submission. My mother's sisters failed to understand this. They've been going around saying Dionysus wasn't born of Zeus. Cadmus just made that up after Semele slept with a perfectly ordinary person.
It was wrong of them to say such things. Now Thebes has a new leader. Cadmus appointed her. She's Cadmus's grandchild. Name's Pentheus. Oh, this woman is against me. She does not acknowledge me in libation or prayer. But I am a god. I'll show her and all of her Thebans. Oh, then I'll be on my way to another land in visible triumph. But if Thebes comes forth in anger to drive my Bakkhai women from the mountains, I shall lead them as an army into battle. That's why I've changed to mortal form.
How do I look? Convincingly human?
Oh, dear women! My cadre, my sisterhood, my fellow travellers, you who left your distant lives to wander all the way from Lydia with me, lift up your tambourines, bang loud your drums, surround Pentheus' house with noise, and let the city see you. I'll go to Mount Kithaeron and get them dancing there.
From Asia I come!
From Thebes I hasten
To this world that I love, to this world that I live, calling out, Bakkhos!
Who is in the road? Who is in the way?
Stand back, stay quiet. I shall sing Dionysus. I shall make the simplest sentences explode with his name.
Oh!
Blessed is he who
Blessedly happy is he who
knows the holy protocols, who makes his life pure, who joins his soul in congregation
on the mountains of Bakkhos, honoring the mother and the mysteries with his thyrsos, his ivy, his submission to God.
Come, Bakkhai!
Come, Bakkhai! Bring your God home! Bring Bromios down from the mountains of Phrygia into the wild dancing streets of Greece.
Bromios,
The one who?
Mother shimmered into fire.
At the moment of his birth.
When Zeus's lightning bolt blew her apart.
Zeus sewed the infant into his own thigh.
With golden stitches.
Secret and safe.
Until the appointed time.
And then he was born.
Hey God!
With horns on his head.
Snakes in his hair.
That's why
The Bakkhai likes to play with wild things even now.
Oh Thebes, garland yourself!
In all the green there is.
Ivy green.
Olive green.
fennel green,
Growing green.
Yearning green.
red sap green,
You brave green.
Green of youth and green of branches.
green of mint and green of marsh
Green
grass,
of tea leaves, oak and pine.
Green of wash needles and early rain.
Green of weeds and green of oceans.
Green of bottles, foreign apples.
green of dawn-soaked dew and slender green of roots, green out of pools,
Green slipped under fools.
green of the green fuse,
Green of the honey bees.
Green of the rough carrots in ritual.
Green undaunted by reason or delirium.
Green of jealous joy.
green of the secret holy violence of the Thyrsos,
Green of the sacred iridescence of the dawn.
and
And
let
let all the land of
Thebes
Thebes dance! This Dionysus leading.
To the mountains! To the mountains! Where all the mob of women waits. They've forsaken their shuttles.
They left their looms.
And dropped their aprons.
and taken up their stations.
On Dionysus' mountain! He stung them out of their minds. Do you hear that pounding?
Do you hear the kettle drum?
The Corriban invented it.
To mingle with the sweet shrill voice of the flute.
And they gave it to the mother.
Who gave it to a satyr?
Who gave it to us?
We dance to the drum, the glory of God. He loves to dance. He is sweet upon the mountain.
He runs from the buck.
He drops to the ground.
Hunting go kill blood and raw flesh pleasure.
Yearning for the mountains of home.
Kronos, the leader of dance.
His ground flows with milk.
Flows with wine.
Flows with the nectar of bees.
Like a smoke streaming incense aloft.
His pine torch blazes.
He darts.
He runs
He dances.
He touches them to fire if they lag.
and rouses them with shouts if they wander.
And all the while his long hair streaming in the wind.
And all the while his slow voice pulsing into them.
Run, Bakkhai!
Run, Bakkhai!
You amazing golden creature! Sing Dionysus! Sing glory your God in the thunder of drums! To the mountain! To the mountain! Ei! Ei! Look! There she goes, lost in joy, like a call from its mother, frisking free! The creature of Bacchus!
You, at the gates. Call Cadmus out. Go on. Tell him Dionysus is here. He'll know why. We have an agreement. One old man with another. To try out this Dionysian business together. Fawn skin, Thyrsus, ivy in the hair. The complete regalia.
Ah, I knew it was you, my old wife's friend. Look, I've got my gear on too, the costume of the god. Oh, now, the important thing is to promote Dionysus every way we can. He is my daughter's son after all. So, where are we headed? I'm ready to dance or trance or toss our white heads or whatever comes next. You lead the way, Tiresias. You're the wise one. I'm merely enthusiastic. Isn't it fun to forget our old age?
Well, what did they say? You're as young as you feel.
Oh, we should get to the mountain. Shall we call a cab?
That doesn't sound very Dionysian.
You're right. Let's walk. We can lean on each other.
The god will guide us. It won't be hard.
Are we the only ones in the city going?
The only ones who have any sense.
No more delay then.
Here we
Take
go.
my hand.
Arm in arm.
I don't believe in despising gods. A mere human myself.
And I don't believe in philosophizing about it. We know he's a demon. We know there are certain traditions pertaining to that. Traditions as old as time. Why analyze further? What wisdom is in it? Will they say I look silly dancing around with ivy in my hair? Well, yes, so what? Dionysus didn't specify his worshippers to be young or old. He wants reverence from all.
You don't see this, Tiresias, but here comes Pentheus, and she's got a wild look on her face. Wonder what's gotten into her.
I was out of the country, but I kept hearing rumours of trouble in our city, of women leaving home, of fake Bakkhai rebels deep in the mountains, of women going crazy for someone they call Dionysus. Whoever that is, they say Damon followed by a hushed term. There's a lot of wine involved and creeping into corners with men. Meanwhile, they call themselves a prayer group. Obviously, it's just sex. I've put a lot of them in prison myself. A few of them have escaped. Agave, my own mother, for example, is still at large. But I have the police onto it, and soon I will put an end to all of this Bakkhai nonsense. But there has been talks of a Lydian stranger hanging about, a sort of magician, a huckster, swoony type. He mingles with the young girls day and night, claiming that he, Dionysus, is the son of Zeus, sewn up in Zeus's thigh. Awful nonsense! The fact is, he was burnt to bits along with his mother when she named Zeus as her paramour. How about I investigate this guy, whoever he is? How about I curtail his mystic things? Oh my stars! Tiresias in fawn skin! And I'm sorry, grandfather, you look like a lampshade. Take off that stupid ivy. Was this your idea, Tiresias, to jump on this Bakkhai bandwagon in hopes of a few extra commissions? You're lucky you're old and harmless, or I would have thrown you in jail with the rest of them. You pair of duffers, can't you see that something is off? Women and wine. A toxic combination. Demonic my foot.
Might be a good idea if it's not too much bother. Show more respect for your olden father, not to mention the gods.
You're bold and loud and clear, Pentheus. You should have been a lawyer. Yet you totally lack common sense. This new invented diamond you laugh at, take my word for it, he is not someone to laugh at. He is going to be big. Here is my view. Two things we mortals need to make life livable. Demeter, on the one hand, grows all the food we eat on earth. She is the dry element. Dionysus, the wet element, gives us drink. A wine is an escape from grief, a slip into sleep, a cool forgetting the hot pains of the day. What better cure for being human? And when we offer oblations to the gods, we pour the god of wine himself. This is how we pray. And yet this is the divinity you want to laugh at. Why? Because of some legend that Zeus sewed him up in his thigh with golden stitches. I'll tell you what that means. People do this kind of thing with stories all the time. They hear what they want to hear. It doesn't make the facts any less true. The facts are, this Damon is a prophet, and you should by no means slight him, yes. Bakhai's state of mind are laced with prophecy, and when God enters your body, you suddenly start speaking the future. He plays a vital part in warfare too, that shock of fear that runs through the army right before the battle. This shock is Dionysus. Or that flash across the peaks of Delphi, tossing like a wild great spark from crack to crack with pine torch in each hand. That's him. But you, Pentheus, you put too much emphasis on forcing your way. Do you really think violence is the only way to influence people? Think again. Accept this god. Pour his wine, dance his dances, say yes. Dionysus doesn't compel women to go mad for sex. Their own nature does it. Pure at heart is pure in life. But admit this, you love it when people throng your gates and call your name. He loves it too. He just wants respect, that's all. So go ahead, ridicule Cadmus and me dressed up in our ivy, tossing our old white heads. We intend to dance for Dionysus. That's the right thing to do. You should be out of your mind to go to war with God like this.
Good speech, old man. You kept your Apollonian poise and made the right noise. But Dionysus, an important god.
Tiresias gives good advice, my dear. You're overexcited. Your thoughts are all over the place. But okay. Let's suppose for a moment that this man is no god. Why not say he is anyways? It's a noble lie. Think about what it does for the eminence of our family to call Semele the mother of a god. Here, come in with us. Honor the god, my dear. Let me wreath your hair in this bit of ivy.
Don't touch me. Go play your Bakkhai elsewhere. I will not have it rubbing off on me. And as for Professor Tiresias, your intellectual guide in this folly, go to Tiresias' outfit and bulldoze it. Take all of his prophetic paraphernalia to the wind. That will show him. And then I want you to go door to door, town to town, looking for this girl-faced stranger and bring him to me. His scent is in our beds and it is on our women. There I will stone him to death. Give him a Theban welcome.
I worry about you, Pentheus, I really do. You were always hot-headed, now you're sounding unhinged. Cadmus, we better get going. We should offer a special prayer to the god on behalf of this man, yet he won't thank us. And on behalf of the city of Thebes, the god might do something radical otherwise. Come on. Gather up your ivy. We shall keep each other upright, shall we? Dionysus is God, and our task is to serve him.
The world's grazing my life.
Pentheus has a negative sound, a harsh sound, against Dionysus, against rejoicing, against laughter, against flutes.
Not to mention the transcendent gladness of grapes and wine, so beneficial to body, mind, and psychic interior design.
I'm saying her tongue doesn't right, her reasoning reckless, her end may be hot and hard.
A life of quiet discretion, still as a summer day, holds a house together. Cleverness is not wisdom.
Far off in the sky live the gods who never die, but they watch us. They watch how far we press our limits. There is a morning star, there is an evening star. Don't press too far.
I dream of perfectly clean afternoon on the island when Aphrodite sits behind the erotic sea and counts her flashes.
I dream of rivers with 100 mouths and mountains where the leaves turn over like silver fire.
Take me there, Dionysus, O Damon, O Bacchus. Take me somewhere where the Lord desire, where you can dance, you and never tire.
Our God loves festivity. He loves serenity. Whether you're high or poor or rich or simple, Dionysus will fill your soul with peace.
It's not about intellectual prowess. It's not about true and false. It's pure release.
It's your life, night or day. Dionysus' gift, free of grief.
Say no and he will hate you. Choose this practice, most people do. I too.
Here we are, Pentheus. Mission accomplished. And here
turned pale, just held out his hands. In fact, he laughed, said, "Okay, tie me up," and stood very patient while we put on the shackles. I was embarrassed. "Sorry, stranger," I said, "not my idea. Pentheus's orders." But here's something else. Those Bakkhai women, the ones you arrested and locked up in jail, they've all gone free. Ran off to the mountains, skipping and dancing and calling the name of their god. The fetters simply fell off their feet. The doors swung open by no human agency. This fellow has come to Thebes full of miracles, hasn't he? Yes. Well, it's your problem now.
Release his hands. He is in my net. He can no longer escape. Well, stranger, you're not bad looking. I can see why women like you, and that is your main demographic in Thebes. Am I right? With your long, flowing hair and your cheeks like wine and your bedroom eyes. I can tell you're no indoor man. No wrestler. Like to keep your skin nice and white outside of the daylight. Who touches you in your dreams? I wonder. But no, first, who are you? Where are you from?
You've heard of the flowery hills of Timalos, I'm sure.
Yes, right over Sardis.
Well, that's where I'm from. Lydia, my homeland.
And this mystery religion of yours, where is that from?
It's from Dionysus, son of Zeus.
Does your Zeus just go picking gods out of thin air then?
It's the same Zeus who plucked one out of Semele, right here in Thebes.
And does this god visit you in your dreams at night or during the day?
Oh no, my eyes were wide open. He teaches the mysteries personally.
And these mysteries, what do they pertain?
That's a secret. Not the uninitiated.
And for the initiated, what good does it do them?
You cannot know that, but it is worth knowing.
Aren't you a shrewd manager of data picking at my curiosity? Am I right?
The mysteries are serious. Yes. They hate a trivializer.
You're cagey. You're always deflecting.
Oh, good answers are only wasted on a fool.
You say you've seen the god face to face. What does he look like?
Oh, however he likes. I don't control that.
And this mystery religion of yours, are we the first place you brought it?
Oh, no. People are dancing for Dionysus pretty much everywhere else.
Oh, well, you know, all foreigners like sense compared to us Greeks.
Well, there's more than one kind of sense. It's true they enjoy different customs.
And are these performed during the daytime or at night?
Oh no, mostly at night. Darkness is serious.
Serious for corrupting women.
Can't corruption be found in daylight too?
Why are you always so clever?
Stop being superficial. You slight the god.
I can't believe your arrogance, you back it, little show-off.
And there's a penalty for that? What? Scare me.
First of all, we'll start with the crew cut.
But my hair is holy. I greet for the gods.
And that stupid thesis of yours, hand it over.
Take it yourself. It belongs to Dionysus.
Then I'll put you in jail.
The god will let me out.
Really? Whenever you call him, I guess.
He's already here now.
Where? I don't see any god.
Right where I am.
See this man. He mocks me. He mocks Thebes.
I warn you. Don't do it.
I'm the one who gives the orders here.
You don't know what your life is. Know who you are. Know what you're doing.
I am Pentheus, child of Echion, child of Agave.
That is the saddest name I've ever heard.
Go! Lock him up in the stables. He can commune with the darkness in there. Teach the horses how to dance. And as for those women of his, those cymbal bangers and drum thumpers, we will find them and put them in slavery
Thebes, Lady River, Virgin River, daughter of Achilles the river. Once upon a time, you welcomed to your waters the infant Dionysus, when Zeus translated him from fire and sewed him into his own thigh as...
Bacchus was born in masculine womb, so why do you repudiate me now? Why do you turn away from my dances? One day yet, by the clustering grace of the vine, by the grandiose delirium of the wine, by the gentle blushing of the wine,
I swear you will come to realize and come to care passionately for the gods we call Bacchus, twice born, the Theorons, Eos, Bromios,
Dionysus.
Such anger she shows that earth-born snake-begotten Pentheus, daughter of Echion, a monster without a face. And soon she'll pit me against the gods and have me in her prison, I who belong to Bromia.
Already my comrade is locked up in the dark. Do you see this, Dionysus? Do you see how passionately your prophets struggle? Lord, come down from Olympus, shake your Thyrsos, and crush the hybris of this wrong-minded woman.
Oh, Dionysus, where are you? Roaming the mountains, lost in a dreamy afternoon, on the Mount Olympus, where Orpheus once taught the trees to walk, and the animals to dance to his tune. Oh, blessed Peria, Dionysus reveres you. Dionysus is coming. He is not far to seek, leading his Bakkhai, river by river.
He will cross the Axiom.
A speedy river.
He will cross the Lydius.
A river whose waters, so I have heard, make the ground rich and the horses slick.
Wild, great light of your voice, is that you? What joy to see. I missed you.
You lost heart when you saw me go into the big dark interior.
Of course I did. You are my only shelter. How did you escape?
Easily.
But she tied your hands with ropes.
Just between you and me, I had a bit of fun with her and her ropes. She thought she tied me up, you see, but she hadn't laid a hand on me. She got hold of a bull that was stabled there. Poor creature, trying to eat its dinner. That's where the ropes went. She held that bull from stern to stern. Hard work. She was petting and sweating and biting her lip. I sat by and watched quietly. 10 struck her on my escape. She dropped her bucket, grabbed her sword, and raced inside.
Where, as it seems to me, and this is just one man's opinion, Bromios fashioned a similar crumb of me. Pentheus leapt upon it, stabbing the air, slaughtering me. Then Pentheus added insult to injury. Bromios did bring down the house, smashed it, dashed it, disarticulated it to bits. So much for trying to put me in jail. Oh, the great warrior sank to the ground, exhausted. No idea what Pentheus is up to now. Oh, here comes someone. I bet it's her. What will she say, I wonder? Ooh. No matter how hot she blows, I'll just be my simple, smiling self. A wise man is a well-tempered man.
Ghastly day! The stranger has escaped me, though I tied his hands with strout ropes. Here he is. How did you get out? How are you here?
Take a breath, Pentheus. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
And those ropes, those knots, I tied them myself.
I believe I mentioned someone would release me.
Someone? Who? You're always so mysterious.
The one who bestows grapes and vines and wines on humankind.
What a great contribution to society.
You don't approve.
Lock the doors, bar the gates, close down the city.
Why bother? Doors don't stop gods.
Why are you always so wise? Where does it get you?
Can't do it. Wisdom is my nature. As to where it gets me, well, we'll see. But here comes a man you should listen to. He's down from the mountain with special news. I'll wait.
Pentheus, king of Thebes. I've come from Mount Kitaron, where the peaks are always white with snow.
Important news?
Those Bakkhai, those hysterical women. I've seen them. The ones who went flying from their houses barefoot. I need to tell you strange thing they're doing, beyond strange. Can I speak freely? I'm nervous of your quick temper, madam. Your queenly sensitivity.
Speak freely. You're okay. It wouldn't be fair to punish a law-abiding citizen. But I must warn you, the stranger your report on these Bacchic women are, the harsher I will punish that fellow who indoctrinates them with this Dionysian business.
Well, so we were driving our cattle uphill to pasture. It was just at sunrise when I see three groups of those women, three circles. One with Otonoe, other surrounding Agave, your mother. Third with Ino, lying fast asleep, they were so still. Some had leaned their backs against the pine trees. Some had pillows made of piles of leaves, calm as buttons on a shirt. You told us to look for drunkenness, wild music, wantoning through the woods. There was none of that. But you know, cattle are noisy, shuffling and mooing. Your mother starts awake, yells that yell of her to rouse the Bakkhai, and they spring straight up, rubbing the sleep from their eyes, yet somehow instantly organized. I was impressed. Young women, old ones, girls unwed. They shook out their hair and fastened their fawn skins, the snakes that slid up to lead their cheeks. Some, new mothers who'd left their babies at home, cradled wolf cubs or deer in their arms and suckled them. Others were wreathing their head with ivy and oak and bryony. One took a thyrsus and struck a rock. Clear water gushed out. Another pierced the ground to make wine flow, a gift of God. And those who desired scratched the earth and got white milk, while from many a thyrsus sweet honey was dripping. If you'd been there, if you'd seen what I saw, you'd been offering prayers to this God you denounce. So we gathered together, we cowherds and shepherds, to discuss this bizarre goings-on. And up gets one of the drovers who knew how to talk. You mountain man, he addresses us. How about we go hunt down Agave, pluck Pentheus' mother from her Bacchic revels and do a favor for the king? It seemed a good idea. We set ourselves in ambush in the thickets, and at a certain moment, The women start to swirl and stamp and cry out, Iacchos! Bromios! Son of Zeus! Until the entire mountain streamed with sound. Every animal was racing, no part of the place was not in motion. And as it happened, Agave came swerving past me. I leaped at her, she screamed.
Oh, my running dogs! Oh, my swift hounds! Men are hunting us down. That dear sauce in your hand is a weapon. Use it!
We fled. They would have torn us limb from limb. They did attack our herds. You could have seen a woman pull a calf to pieces as it bellowed alive in her bare hands. Others were ripping apart full-grown heifers. There were ribs and hooves scattered up and down. Chunks of flesh dripped from the pine trees, blood everywhere. Proud, angry bulls stumbled to the ground under the hands of girls who clawed meat of them, quicker than you could wink your royal eye. Suddenly, they took off like flock of birds to the fields along the river beneath Kitaron. 2 villages there. The woman fell on them like a ransacked army, tore place to shreds, stole the children from the houses, and carried all the plunder they could pile on their shoulders without dropping a thing. And you know, their hair was on fire, yet it didn't burn. Now the villagers got angry, and here was the sight right terrible to see. From their sharpened weapons drew no blood at all. So the men fled. Some god engineered the whole thing is my guess. Anyway, the woman went back on the mountains uphill to the fountains where they started. They washed their hands and let the snakes lick the blood from their cheeks. Whoever this diamond is, sir, welcome him to Thebes. People say he is important, extremely important. He gave a gift of wine to men. Why? Without wine, we have no freedom from pain. Without wine, we have no sex.
Without sex, life is not worth living.
I fear speaking freely to the king. Still, it must be said.
Dionysus is inferior to no god.
This Bakkhai insanity is catching like wildfire. What a disgrace! People will see us and laugh. It's no time to shrink back. Go to the gates of the city, call every man who can carry a shield, hurl a spear, ride a horse, or fit an arrow onto a bowstring. We are going to make war on the Bakkhai. It is beyond endurance that we suffer all of this at the hands of women.
You're the type of person who listens, yet you do not hear. You've used me badly, yet I must warn you. Don't take up arms against a god. Stay quiet. Bromius will not endure you driving the Bakkhai from his mountains.
Do not lecture me. You've escaped prison. Be happy at that. Or should I throw you back in jail?
I'd offer worship to this god rather than rage at him, mortal against God.
Worship! Great idea. I'll worship a big, bloody pile of Bakkhai women.
No, in fact, they'll make you turn and run. These Bakkhai with these homemade women, homemade weapons, whatever they are, they will shame you.
Why am I entangled in this helpless conversation with this fellow? He never stops talking.
Oh, come on. There's still ways to make things right.
How? By submitting to my inferiors?
I'll bring the women here myself. No weapons.
I don't trust you. This must be some trick, some plan, some stratagem.
Why not? My plan is simply to save you.
You've dreamed this up in collaboration with those women so they can keep cruising around forever.
Well, in collaboration with the gods, anyway.
Bring me my sword, I'll make him stop talking.
Then let's go.
I'd do anything to see that.
You're suddenly avid. Can you say why?
Well, of course it would be a pain for me to see those women crazed with drink.
But a pain mixed with pleasure, perhaps.
Exactly. Hide by a pine tree.
if you hide, they'll smell you out.
Good point. I'll stay out in the open then.
Now you're thinking. Are you ready?
Ready? Let's not waste any more time.
First, you must put on baggy clothes.
Why? Dress myself up as a Bakkhai.
Well, if they see a woman there, you're dead.
Another good point. You're sharp.
Dionysus taught me everything I know.
So then how do we go about this?
I'll come into the house and dress you myself.
No. Dress up as a Bakkhai. I can't.
Well, if you simply march up to that mountain and make war on them, you'll cause a bloodbath. Have you lost your appetite? No more spying on Menads?
What kind of Bakkhai dress would you have me wear?
Well, first, I'll give you long flowing hair.
Then what?
Then a dress.
Jewelry?
And a binding for your hair.
Anything else?
A fawn skin. And a thyrsos.
No, I can't do dress up as a Bakkhai. No.
Okay then. March up to that mountain and make war on them.
I need to do a recce first.
Now you're thinking. No point hunting trouble with trouble, is there?
But how will I make it through the city unseen?
I know a back way.
Okay then. Let's go inside the house and I'll decide what to do.
Fine. Whatever you choose.
Either make war on those women or listen to you.
Oh, ladies! The woman is in the net! She's on her way to the Bakkhai now! Oh, she'll pay the ultimate price! Oh, Dionysus! Oh, the rest is up to you! You're close to us now. Oh, you're so close to us! It's time to punish Pentheus. First, crave her brain. Send a scamper of madness into it. Otherwise, she'll never put on Bakkhai clothes. Given the way she threatened me, I'd like to see her made a mock of, paraded through the town in all of her ridiculous Bakkhai finery. So, I'll go rig her up, put on her favourite dress. She'll wear that dress to Hades after her mother slaughters her with her own hands. Then she'll come to know Dionysus, son of Zeus, true and consummate god, god of the intensities of terror, god of the gentlest human peace.
When shall I set my white foot in the all-night dances? When shall I lift my throat to the dewy air?
Like a fawn skylarking in the greener joy of meadows, she
Runs from the hunt, and the hunter's sheep leaps over the fence and cries up his dogs with storms as her feet. She
Sprints the plains, races the rivers, flies down to the shadows that deepen the trees, overjoyed.
What is wisdom? What feels better than to hold the hand over the head of your enemy?
You, Pentheus, I'm talking to you! You still so keen on seeing sights you should not see? Are you still hungry for mischief? Come out and show me your Bacchic get-up, your Maenad suit, your costume for spying on Bakkhai.
Oh, you look like one of Cadmus's daughters.
You know, I seem to be seeing 2 suns and 7 gates, all with double. And you 2 look like a bull leading me into the procession, with horns on your head. Have you perhaps been an animal this whole time? You certainly look like one at this moment.
The god is with us now. He's come around. He's on our side. You're seeing as you ought to see.
How do I look? Am I standing like Ino or my mother Agave?
I feel I'm seeing her in person. But here, this bit of hair is out of place.
I had it tucked under, did I not?
Yes, well, I was throwing my head back and forth in the house like a Maenad. Bacchic women and all, am I right?
No problem. Your whole attitude before wasn't sound, but not anymore.
Should I take a crowbar up there or just, use my shoulders and shove?
Oh, be careful. You mustn't do damage to the temples of the nymphs or the places where Pan plays his pipes.
Good point. Brute force never works on women anyway. I'll hide by pine tree.
You'll hide in the hiding place a woman should have who comes to spy on the Bakkhai.
I can see it in my mind's eye now. All those little birds in the bracken tangled up in sex.
Well, that's your mission, right? Catch them at it! Unless you're caught first.
Take me through the middle of the city. I'm the only woman brave enough for this.
Yes, you alone bear this burden on behalf of Thebes. A contest awaits you.
The
A
contest of your
destiny.
Follow me. I am your guide and savior. Someone else will bring you home.
My mother?
You'll be conspicuous to all.
Oh, that's my hope.
You'll be carried aloft.
What a luxury!
In the arms of your mother.
Oh, now you're spoiling me.
Indeed I am.
But I deserve it.
Yes. You are an amazing, strange woman. And amazing, strange experiences await you. Your celebrity will rush high heaven.
Open your arms, Agave! Open your arms, daughters of Cadmus!
I am leading this young woman to a great contest. To her ultimate performance.
And who will win?
I will win.
Bromios
and I.
As for the rest, soon enough obvious.
Run, you dogs of madness! Run to the mountains where the daughters of Cadmus are dancing!
Sting them and drive them to hunt down that woman dressed as a Bakkhai. She spies on woman. Your eye had a crazy glow.
First, her muzzle was spoken, stalking and dodging, sneaking and sniffing, hopping and hiding, from cleave to crown, and he will go out her maynards!
Who is this woman? Come to hunt us from peak to peak? Oh, Bakkhai, who gave her birth? Surely no woman. This must be some lion, some gorgon.
Her attitude is wrong, her anger chaotic, her arrogance out of control.
She dispatches herself against you, Bacchus, against your mother, against your holy rites. She is a violent woman.
Show yourself, Bacchus.
Be a bull, be a snake, be a lion.
Be manifest. Hunt down the hunter. Trip her and tangle her. Let her fall under the back of Maenads.
This house was fortunate once, founded by Cadmus, who sowed an earthborn crop from dragon seed. How I grieve for you. Oh, I am but a slave still. I grieve for you.
What is it? News from Bakkhai?
Pantheus is dead. The daughter of Echion.
Oh, Bromios, you revealed the body, mind, and judgment. A great God.
I beg your pardon? What are you saying? You women rejoice at my master's downfall.
We are foreign, we sing of joy, a foreign song of joy. No more cowering, no more prison.
You think Thebes has no men left to govern you?
Dionysus, not Thebes, is my government.
Understood, ladies, but to gloat over others' misfortune is not decent.
How did she die? I want to know details. She was a just woman, a thoroughly unjust woman.
We had left behind the outskirts of Thebes and the river Asopos, heading for Mount Ethereum. It was Pantheus in front, me following, and a stranger who offered to act as our guide. We came to a grassy glen, walking silently, looking to see and not be seen. There was a hollow between two hills, crossed by a stream and shaded by pine trees, where the Maenads were sitting happily working at little tasks. Some were rewinding a thyrsos with tendrils of ivy, others frisking like colts set free, singing Bacchic songs back and forth. But Pantheus, the hapless woman, couldn't quite see the women and said to our guide,
From here I can't make out those Maenads, what they're doing. But up there on that pine tree, if I can get close enough, I can see their obscene ongoings.
and then I saw the stranger work a miracle. Seizing the top branch of a towering pine, he brought it down, down, down to the black ground, curved taut like a a bow, or a rim forced around a wheel. So did that stranger force that pine tree down to earth. No mortal could have done it. Then he sat Pantheus upon the branch and let the tree go straight up through his hands. And up the tree rose to the sky, straight up with my master crouched on top. And then the Maenads saw her more than she saw them. Still, she was not completely visible on her perch. But then the stranger suddenly vanished, and the voice came out of the air. It was probably Dionysus shouting,
Here she is, women! I bring you the one who mocks me and who mocks my holy rites. Punish her.
And as he said this, a column of fire shot between heaven and earth. Then silence fell. Silence through the woods and on the leaves, and every animal was silent. You could hear not a twitch. The Bakkhai got to their feet and were peering around. They hadn't clearly recognized the voice. Again it rang out, and now they knew his cry. Off they shot with the speed of doves. Agave, her sisters, all the Bakkhai racing over glen and stream and jagged rock, maddened by the breath of God. Pantheus, she was close to understanding her own doom. Agave, as priestess of the slaughter, launched herself first upon her. Pantheus touched her cheek and cried out,
Mother, pity me! It is me, Pentheus, the child you bore in the house of Echion. Please pity me, Mother. Don't punish your child. I will never stay!
The whole mob of Bakkhai attacked. It was one flow to hideous sound. They were gasping and groaning, them shrieking their war cry. One carried off an arm, another a foot still in its shoe. Her ribs were laid bare of flesh, and every woman was drenched in blood, for they were playing ball with her body parts. So the corpse was lying all over the place, some by the rocks, some in the woods, hard to find. But the head, the terrible head, her mother picked up as if it were some mountain lions. She's carrying it now, marching right down Catheron, leaving her sisters behind. Yes, she's on her way here, exulting in that dark and bloody prize and calling out,
Oh, Bakkhos, my partner in the hunt, my comrade in the victory. Oh, what a victory!
But the trophy in her hands is her own tears. Anyways, I'll get out of here before she arrives, to live and think and act within measure, reverencing the gods. This is a man's finest possession.
We dance for Bakkhos! We dance for death! Pentheus is death, born of a snake!
Why are you shouting?
I bring from the mountains a new cut tendril, a lovely bit of hunting.
I see, and I welcome you, dear comrades.
I caught this myself with my bare hands. Cub of the wild mountain lion.
Mountain? What mountain?
Kitteron.
Kitteron!
Slaughtered him!
Who struck the blow?
Me, my prize. Agave the blessed is what they call me. Do you praise me?
Yes, I praise you.
And soon the men of Thebes
And what about Pentheus, your son?
will praise me too for catching this wild thing, this lion cub.
Extraordinary catch.
Extraordinary experience.
So you happy?
I'm overjoyed. It was magnificent. The day, the hunt, the spectacle. Truly magnificent.
Show your prize to people then. Show your catch, poor woman.
O citizens of beautifully towered Thebes, come see my catch. We, daughters of Cadmus, hunted and caught this wild animal, not with javelins, not with nets, but with the slender fingers of our own bare hands. We tore it limb from limb. Where's my father? child, where is she? I want her to set up a ladder in this house and nail this head to the roof beam. My lion, my trophy. I want it myself.
Follow me, servant. Bring the thing here. The thing that was Pentheus, bring it in front of the house. I had to search for this body all over Kithaeron, on the rocks, in the woods. The parts were scattered, lost. I found them, I made a pile, and it was hard to do that. Why did I go up there? Because I heard of my daughter's monstrous acts, but I had already returned to town with Tiresias, and when I was there, someone had told me of Agave on her way down to Thebes, dancing delirious. And they were right. I'm looking at her now, and it's no pretty sight.
Father, now you can boast you have the best daughters in the world. Well, all of us, but especially me. I left my looming and weaving to go after the bigger game, to hunt wild beasts with my bare hands. Look, Father, I've got one here. A trophy for your house. Take it. Invite your friends. Throw a banquet. Show off my prowess. For you're a blessed man, Father. A blessed man. Oh, what a family of achievers we are.
Oh, great without measure! I don't know how to look at you, your poor butchering hands. What first rate sacrifice you offer the gods, and you plan on inviting all of Thebes. And you're inviting me too. Oh, sorrow. Your sorrow. My sorrow, certainly, yes. He treats us of justice, but the god goes too far. Bromios, our destroyer. Bromios, our family.
Well, aren't you grumpy? Oh, they just like that. Always scowling. I wish Pentheus were more like me. Lucky in the hunt, when she goes out with the men of Thebes, but all she cares about is making war on gods. She needs a bit of talking to from you, Father. Will someone call her out here, so she can witness my good fortune?
Oh, pity. If you see what you've done, the pain will fall. Stay in this ignorance forever, and you will be unhappy.
Unhappy? Is there something wrong?
First, look up. Look at the sky.
Okay. Why?
Does it look the same, or is it changing?
It's brighter than before. Sort of glowing.
And that fluttering feeling inside you, you still feel that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm coming back to my own mind somehow. My thoughts are moving, shifting, and breaking up.
Can you hear me? Can you answer plainly?
Forgotten what we were talking about.
Whose house did you go to when you married?
Echion. You gave me to Echion, one of the stone men, as they say.
And what child did you bear to your husband there?
Pentheus.
And whose head is that you have in your hands?
Head of a lion? So the hunters told me.
Look at it carefully. Look straight.
What is this? What is this I have in my hands?
Look. Understand.
I see unimaginable pain.
Does it look like the head of a lion now?
No! I'm holding the head of Pentheus!
Born by me before you knew who he was!
Who killed him? How did he come into my hands?
Truth is an unbearable thing, and the timing is best.
Tell me, my heart is leaping out of me.
You killed her, you and your sisters.
Where? In the house, some other place?
Where the dogs tore Actaeon apart long ago.
Why did my poor boy, poor child, go to Mount Kithaeron?
and the gods.
Me? What was I doing up there?
Raving. Mad, the whole city went mad for your Bakkhai!
Dionysus destroyed us. I recognize it now.
He was outraged by your hybris. You denied he was a god.
Where is the dear body of my child father?
I gathered the pieces myself. It wasn't easy. Here.
You've gathered them together so that it looks decent.
See for yourself.
Her body. Her dear, dear body. This is my child. This is what I did. Father, come. Let us place the head and cover her properly in the grave. I believe she had no share in my body.
But she was like you. She denied the god. And so has joined us all together in a single ruination. You, herself, our house, and me. And now I see the fruit of your womb, woman, dying the worst possible death right in front of my eyes. I know you are dead, but still, child, still never again will you touch my face or fold me to you, saying, does someone slight you, old man? Does someone disrespect or vex or make you sad? Tell me, I will punish him. No. I am broken-hearted now, and you are lost to us. Your mother has ruined, her sisters bereft. If anyone despises the demonic, let him look upon this child's death and believe in the gods.
I feel sorrow for you, Cadmus. Your granddaughter's punishment was justified, but in agony for you.
Oh, Father. Here is my life turned upside down.
I am the god triumphant! You squandered all your chance to worship me! That was unwise! You must leave this city and go amongst strangers! You are defiled! And you insulted me!
You claimed I was a mortal man. Now learn, murderous woman. Learn what kind of god I am. You were turned into a serpent, your wife into a savage snake. You and she, as the oracle foretells, will lead a barbarian army in the sacking of the city and the lying waste of shrines, then journey miserably home.
But Ares will save you and translate you alive to the land of the blessed. I say these things not as the child of a mortal father, but as the son of Zeus.
Had you known how to live within measure, you'd be prospering now, and the son of Zeus, your ally.
Dionysus, hear our prayer, we did wrong.
You've learned too late, far too late.
Yes, but your retaliation is too much.
I am a god and you insulted me!
Yes, but gods must not take a human form in their anger.
My father Zeus approved this a long time ago.
Oh, Father, it is decided. I'll go into exile, into despair.
Oh, exactly.
Why then delay?
Oh, my child. Evil. Evil is where we are. You, your sisters, and I am
to live as a snake. I'm to live as a stranger walking down strange lands. Never will I find release in my misery, not even by passing down the river of death to peaceful oblivion.
I'll go into exile. I'll never see you again.
Why wrap your arms around me, you poor, dear child? Like a swan with its white-headed father.
Where would I go? I have no home.
Your old father is not of much help, I'm sorry, dear.
Farewell, my house. Farewell, my city. I'm leaving you now for the absolute pain of exile.
Go.
I grieve you, Father.
I grieve for you too, and for your sisters.
This is a terrible, terrible moment Lord Dionysus was brought against this house.
Terrible what you did to him. You took away the honor of his name in Thebes.
Farewell, Father.
Farewell, my poor, dear daughter. But you are far beyond faring well.
Lead me away to my sisters, to a place of my pitiful exile. May I never go near Mount Kithron again, never see Islington, never see a Thebes. Never remember a moment of this. Leave the Thebes to the Bakkhai.
Many are the forms of the demonic, and many of the secrets wrought by gods. What seemed likely didn't happen.
But for the unexpected, a god found a way. That's how this